Okay, what this represents here is an ideal human being. This over here represents the developmental trauma, or really that probably also the shock trauma that happens as a result of power struggles. There's 4 layers, no matter which type of person you are. There's the core or heart, love, self. That's the innermost layer. Then you have the emotional layer, the muscular layer, and the ego layer. This type of person lives from the heart, puts heart into everything they do. They have a solid sense of self, and the self cannot be divorced from the body. So we have the same layers for this person and this person, but look how they're expressed differently. So it's the inside, core, heart, love, self, and then you're living from the inside out. See this arrow? It's like you're living, everything you do, you're imbuing with heart. So the next layer is the emotional layer. It's pain, sorrow, good feelings, anger, joy, and pleasure. Over here in the emotional layer, there's despair, fear, rage, and pain. Now, this is very dysregulating to feel these emotions. Third layer, the muscular layer, is between the ego and the emotional layer. So the muscular layer is graceful, coordinated, effective, responds emotionally in all situations. They could be angry, sad, frightened, or joyful, but they are free from suppressed emotion. This one is the result of power struggles. It's an infantile orientation. And impulses can reach your heart occasionally, but it closes again. This person's past was not safe and secure, but you can move beyond this by simply taking on, some work that you can do through the body to gradually reclaim this self, because a muscular layer is between the emotional and the ego layer. So a person who has estrangement from his fellow man, at the base of it is estrangement of the person from his body. So to get from here to here is an adventure in self-discovery. The development of the human personality through insight, individual problems can be carefully worked through. We are never free from all of our muscular tensions, since modern living conditions impose a sense of tension on us. Even if wounds are healed, scars remain. So compassion and empathy is what is needed for each other, to increasing self-awareness, promoting self-expression, and self-possession back to a place of innocence. This ideal person, these layers are expressive rather than defensive. All impulses flow from the heart. He loves his life. Actions, authentic, spontaneity, responds emotionally in all situations, could be angry, sad, frightened, or joyful in the moment, free from suppressed emotion. In this ego layer, self-awareness, self-assertion, and self-possession is the expression of the ego layer. And that's the conscious layer. Wow. And but in this layer, that's also the ego layer, you have your typical ego defenses: denial, distrust, blaming, projection, rationalization, and intellectualization. And once you start going down this path and you lose sight of this path more and more, it's easier and easier to go down this path. And once you start heading down this path, you lose sight of this more and more, and this gets easier and easier and easier until you're living this. These circles represent a developmental process, and these represent 2 different human beings. So, this is the goal, to go further and further into this direction where you're living more and more like this. This is Alexander Lowen's work, and it's, for me, it's been so rich with ideas like this. So thank you so much for coming by, and I hope to talk to you soon in the next one. Okay, see you there. Bye-bye.